Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir. Good, sir. Thank you.
Good. Have you met earlier?
No, sir.
No, never? Maybe.
No, sir.
You look like exactly your father, or?
Sir, somewhat,
I
sir.
spent a lot of time in Madhya Pradesh, so I must met your father.
Yes, sir. My father knows you.
So, how are you?
Good, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations that you are already selected.
Thank you, sir.
You want to become an IAS or IFS.
Yes.
Last time was your first interview when you were selected, or you had interviews before that?
It was my first interview, sir.
Okay. So, you must be happy. How many marks you got?
187 marks, sir.
And your rank was quite high.
Yes, sir. 87, sir.
And you missed very narrowly your IAS.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you know reasons now that you have not attended training at all yet.
No, sir. I took extraordinary leave.
But that's the rule permit you.
Sorry, sir.
The rule permits you to do that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what have you prepared now, and what do you think you should be talking to me? Now, please understand, this is not your first time. In the commission's eye, you are already selected candidate. And what is expected you first time when you are raw will be expected much better than that.
Yes.
So what is the difference you are trying to bring from the last time to this time? If the same questions asked again, what kind of responses you would give now than what you gave then?
So largely, I have structured my answers much better, made them more concise, and also diversified my answers to include multiple perspectives.
No, say for example, if you take a question which was asked last time, what was your response? Take a
Sir,
typical question.
Sir, one question was regarding NSS, whether it should be made compulsory. Sir, last time I gave a somewhat idealistic answer that it should be inspired rather than made compulsory. Now my answer is that an exposure session can be conducted for all students to uh, find out whether NSS is to their interests or not. Further, proper details of every project in NSS can be given. Accordingly, students can be decided. But ultimately, it should not be voluntarily, it should not be compulsory for the entire 100, as that would not inspire the level of character development that NSS aims to bring.
Have you read the new education policy?
So not entirely, sir.
If you read that, you will find out they are making it almost compulsory. If you look at the candidate working in the society, it'll become a part of internship for all courses, and they want that their student must involve with these problems of society. So they're almost making it compulsory.
Understood, sir.
So kindly have a look at the new education policy, role of student participating with the society in problem solving and understanding the society for them to become a holistic citizen.
Yes.
And that's where answer will differ then. When your discussion with the commission?
The 13th March.
13th March.
Yes, sir.
1-3.
Yes, sir.
So it's still time. Why I am bringing these issues to you, when you are a fresher, there is a very different kind of expectation. And the kind of questions put to you can now change, expecting that you're already there and you are changing your service. So the responses required may be a little more mature.
Yes.
So that, and then the obvious, normally in civil service, IAS and IPS are chosen 1, 2. And in the foreign service, number 3 normally. That's a normal distribution. In one of the distribution, you already number 2 vacancy.
Yes.
Though I am also very sure that there's so much of difference between IAS, IPS, and between both of them and the IFS. I understand that. So, to ensure what you're really looking, the IFS is a very different ball game. And the preparation required would be in such a manner that if you want to dream IFS, then try to focus them into foreign service. Currently, I left both option 1, 2.
Yes.
Meaning that your first choice is IAS. So first choice IAS interview would be general.
Yes.
Like it happened last time. But there will be more maturity from you to show.
Yes.
And understanding the question response more deeply. Because you got about 175, as you said.
187, sir.
Huh?
187,
What?
sir. 87.
187. Yeah, that's almost very high standard marks. 187 to 200 is either way. So maintenance of 187 is important for you. In my time, I've seen that people could maintain that. So bulkily, it depends on how much better you have done your written paper.
Yes.
So do you believe you have done papers better?
Yes, sir. Significantly, sir.
And therefore, the challenge for you is to maintain 184. And you can maintain 184 if your answers are more balanced. So answers are more kind of out of box thinking, your decisiveness, your understanding the holistic view of your situation, and currently responding. The confusion only is whether you would prefer IFS, because that leaves a gray area. If you were, say, out and out IFS, then they would have completely explored you on the IFS side. Now there is a very limited chance for them to ask you a question on the foreign affairs.
Yes.
Having given that, please prepare that too.
Yes.
Let me also mention to you that an IIT graduate, that to a very good, high quality graduate, the expectation from them is always better, at least in your own subject. Were you asked question in your subject last time?
No, sir. None.
Yeah. But you can expect now.
Yes.
And definitely expect question on digital India and role of technology in development.
Yes.
With the AI coming in, challenges of AI, supporting networks and security environment would be expected from you in a much better frame. Not a common. So you should cover that dimension of yours.
Yes.
And I'm sure even no time you'll bring your father's name. Was this question asked to you last time?
No, sir. Nothing related to my parents.
Yeah, please don't bring your father's name in between. The boards
Yes,
react
sir.
differently to this question. Commission wants no parents' profession be brought while discussion.
Absolutely.
Okay? If they force you to answer, you can. But as a mentor or a motivator, please don't bring him.
Yes.
You understand why I'm saying this?
Sir, yes, sir. It might seem like I'm trying to influence or interfere in the
Number
process.
one. And number two, if by chance some of the board members were not very happy,
Yes.
it may not, no, could be a problem. So there's no point. So read the National Policy in Education.
Yes.
Read very well on digitalization and digital India in the challenges.
Yes.
Role of technology in development. Of course, this budget was only a vote on account. Still, if there any direction. Investment in infrastructure and issues like smart cities, because where technology play a great part. And there's a lot of focus of the government on health, farmer earnings, and they have set targets on them. Similarly, clear understanding of 5 trillion economy by that year. Earlier he said 2024, 24 is gone. He has not said during my next term. That's what he said. He said next 5 year he'll do. So please calculate, can it be done? What kind of GDP growth it requires? You have already become part of the police now. You should understand the internal security of the country much more clearly and better.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Maybe some police reforms, number of police people, police behavior, citizen-centric policing. Government of Madhya Pradesh policies for welfare, for economic growth, and how has the Panchayati Raj worked? I think that's the broad thing which come to my mind. You can ask me any question. But please understand, they will expect much more mature answering now.
Yes.
Because you're already an achiever. The difference between 87 rank and 30 rank is hardly any. 5, 6 marks, I suppose. How many marks? 10 marks?
Sir, around 15 marks.
Yeah. And you want to bring 5 out of the interview, and I'm sure 10 you must have brought through. So go from 187 to 192, 195. Require more mature, balanced, new thinking on your part. The areas I mentioned.
Yes.
You are an IITian, that you're a good student. IIT Delhi Electrical covers every aspects. So on Digital India, no going back. Similarly, scheme of Atmanirbhar Bharat in Startup India. All right?
Yes.
Use of technology in health, agriculture, because farmers' hesitation is on.
Yes.
Are there critical issues on your mind now, which you think will be asked?
Sir, related to current affairs?
No, whatever. For this interview, when you are going, you think something in your mind which definitely or should be asked to you. Have you
So
planned?
yes. So one I believe is regarding service preference of why I'm wanting to shift to IAS, and also regarding IFS.
So that question is logical. You are an IPS, you want to be an IAS because that's a most choice, and people believe it's much more journalistic, gives more opportunity. That they know.
Yes.
This question may not come except on foreign affairs.
Yes, sir.
And still keeping it number 2.
Yes.
So interview is expected to be for an IAS, which was also done last time.
Yes.
But expectation is that you would understand the policy better, policy reform issue.
Yes.
What else you were thinking?
Sir, I have prepared on police reforms, possible changes on electrical being used in administration, on renewable energy.
In what?
Sir, electrical engineering in administration.
No, I think electrical engineering in administration does not work at all. Engineering itself is a profession which allows you to be administrator, which allows to designer, which allows you a critical thinker, manager. So that's where you have to handle. There's no direct connection of any subject. Otherwise, student from all discipline must not have been taken. So Hindi wala also have the same inputs as the engineers have. The advantage of engineering is that they understand the whole processes of production and development.
Yes.
Energy basket, he will understand better, more technically. So from they will expect energy basket, pollution, zero carbon footprint. Otherwise, what else can you do? Power distribution, discom companies distress,
Yes.
failures of many electricity boards of states. Most of them are dying out.
Yes.
Professionally managed company versus companies managed by the IAS bureaucrat. These are issues, no?
Yes, sir.
What else you were thinking?
Sir, related to chess, I have written in my hobby. I have prepared
Yeah,
application.
that question must have been asked even earlier.
Sir, indirectly, yes, sir. Chess was asked, sir.
Yeah. So all that you should require who are the current chess, why India is able to becoming a nursery of chess players.
Yes.
And secondly, what kind of starter moves are. Remember 3, 4, 5. Vishwanathan Anand, which kind of moves and which kind of is a good in rapid one, which is good in the other one. Who are the challengers they have? No, there are three or four kind of moves, starter moves.
Yes.
What did you use? If given a choice, is there an advantage choosing black coin or white coin?
Yes.
That's all kind of questions. No? Otherwise, what can else be in chess? Obviously, it sharpen your mind, understanding the moves.
Yes.
What else you are preparing?
Sir, NSS I have mentioned in my draft.
In essence, you
and
mentioned you have done a lot of work there. The question
Yes.
I've already answered. Look at it as vis-a-vis the new education policy, where
Yes.
social service and the learning from society is a very important element.
Yes.
In fact, government has permitted for leadership development three of them: NSS, NCC, and the NSO. IT Delhi had three of them. Probably you are not
Yes.
aware that I was dean at IT
Okay.
and a professor there. And many of these things were done in my time.
Yes.
In the IIT curriculum, NSS and NCC is a prerequisite for a degree, not with a credit.
Yes.
In many institutions, they give it. In new education policy, they want credit. Learning beyond classes. In mapping the learning. Anything else?
Sir, I mentioned some specific NGOs that I have worked with. One is for visually impaired
I
persons.
don't know whether the NGOs were discussed last time. Through currently government kind of feeling, the present government does not greatly appreciate many kind of NGOs working. So
Yes.
play it as much low as you can. It's given already until they ask you question. Number of rules have come now on the fund by NGOs, especially those who are run by Christians and others. On the contrary, the role of ethos and ethics in yoga in personality development must be understood as a part of holistic personality. A new standards for bureaucrats have been brought out. Kindly look at that 360-degree assessment. And the third dimension, the public perception.
Yes. Yes, sir. And sir, the specific areas that I work with in the NGOs, sir, that was asked, sir, related to education, and one was abled women.
A lot of focus on uh, new education policy. Kindly read.
Yes.
Then Prime Minister's guarantee schemes. Obviously, he's calling his name Modi guarantee scheme, but they must be treated as PM's guarantee schemes.
Yes.
But prior to that, there were other guarantee schemes. Manrega was what guarantee? Right to work.
Yes.
For food.
Yes.
Midday meal scheme for bringing children to school and nursing food.
Yes.
Right to education and
Yes.
right to information. The present bonds, electoral bonds, brought out by Information Act.
Yes.
You remember this?
Sir, I have gone through, sir, the unconstitutional, and all the information has to be released on the website also, sir.
What has been the judgment? Say that again.
Sir, electoral bonds at present have been deemed unconstitutional, and all the information has to be disclosed on the ECI website.
Why it is not constitutional is this point.
Yes, sir.
That the
Transparency.
information is opaque. It was not publicly distributed. And they asked the government to submit who got what, and the results are available. Then 90% of money went to one party.
Yes.
What has they done further in that judgment? What have they permitted further in this judgment?
Sir, all the information about the previous
No,
electoral
more
bonds.
than that. There was a limit on companies' investment into
Yes.
donating to parties.
Yes. Sir,
Now they have lifted it. They said 7% earlier of the profit can be given to political parties. Look at the figure now change. They have opened it up. So look at Supreme Court judgments in a broader perspective.
Yes.
This is one, there are a number of them. Okay?
Yes.
And there have been some policies in the government where there's been a lot of public outcry. There you have to be decisive. Pros and cons, but a position is to be taken. Okay, anything else we must discuss or?
Sir, related to policing, what else? Sir, I've taken extraordinary leave. Still, should I expect in-depth questions?
At least on law and order. And how the areas of law and order overlap between a collector and SP.
Yes.
Where was your, it's 1 year now that you are provided. So they expect that you will start living in your mind that service. Say, for example, if you are not selected, you have to join police now.
Yes.
So that's why it is required to understand.
Yes.
To show that what task given to you, you can prepare yourself. There's a check on that. Chalo then, I wish you the best. If you have
Yes.
another query. Any query?
Nothing. No, sir, nothing specific.
Are you happy with the discussion or any
Yes,
more
sir.
depth required?
No, sir, definitely. I have got a lot of ideas and I will work on it.
Yeah, please keep a track that it has to be much better way that you answer a question. First timer, they know everybody.
Yes.
Now you are coming for a very specific purpose. That time they knew you that whatever position you will get as per rank, you will. But now you're looking to be the top rank. You understand?
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes.
Chalo, all the
Thank you, sir.
wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Shall I take leave for you?
Sorry, sir?
Shall I take leave of you?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir. Thank you very
I
much.
think nothing left in the mind, or any question left?
No, sir, nothing specific.
Good. Very nice. All the best. Keep smiling.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.